Would probably not be in Texas anymore. I'm currently packing up the kids' room right now. I pretty much packed up everything. Everything on the floor is now getting thrown away.
Peace to the family, peace to the family, peace and power. Right now, you're seeing Golden Beauty. She gets away from Pharoah, so I will be going on mute so that y'all don't hear no echoes. Salute to everybody on the pull-up. Hopefully, you're hearing everything right. Once again, this is Golden Beauty. She gets away from Pharoah. She doesn't feel like might even be coming back to Texas. Yeah, this is a lot of questions that a lot of y'all have been asking, right? So let's get into this video. Salute to everybody on the pull-up. Make sure you drop your likes here. Here we do wide range content, not just this, not just that. It's always mixed up. And you, the great leaders in the chat, suggest me content as well to communityliving@gmail.com. Again, communityliving@gmail.com to suggest me content, topics, anything to be a part of shows, streams, anything. communityliving@gmail.com. Let's remember how community is living, and let's get into this video.
I'm throwing a lot of stuff away. I guess we're just gonna start new. And don't mind me wearing the same shirt. Like I said, by the time you see this, it will be of the past, and just, you know, giving you guys a peek of where I am headed. This whole experience honestly is so overwhelming, but it's just teaching me discipline and how to stay disciplined even in tough moments, because I feel like when you get emotional, sometimes your discipline goes out the window, and you know, you forget about everything you have learned, you forget about everything that you want to be. This whole experience has honestly have shown me my strengths. I have shown me my weaknesses, and has shown me what I can accomplish even by myself. Okay, y'all, so I have pretty much everything packed besides the downstairs. I am trying to wait for the movers. Want to put my dishes in the box, and then they end up breaking and stuff like that. So, you know, this has been a long process. I've been staying up all night for 2 days, trying to finish packing so they don't have to do so much. But I'm happy that the day is here and I can finally just move out and, you know, go on my journey. Okay, y'all, so we are done with the putting this stuff into storage. I just have to go back real fast to put a little bit more stuff that they missed, and I am done. Okay, listen, y'all, when I'm under pressure, sorry if I look crazy, when I'm under pressure, I get done, okay? I might be stressed out, I might cry a little bit, I might get scared and all that other stuff, but I still get stuff done. So I'm super proud of myself that I'm just persevering.
I just want to salute her, man, for that, man. You know, she said she was scared, you know what I mean? And she still was able to make those moves, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of things she felt, but you know what I mean? Look how happy she feels making those moves. You know what I'm saying? I do want to salute that. You know, I think it's a good thing, you know, for you to go out on a leaf, you know what I mean? Going out on that limb. You know, she's making a big move. Going to Cali, it's a big move. You know what I mean? Her being from, you know, she's not even from Cali. She's probably from the West Coast, I think, Sacramento or something like that. And, you know, it's a big move for her and the kids. So let's see how it does work out. But, you know, we're not going to pray for rain. We're going to pray for sunshine for them. And let's continue to see what this video is like. Make sure y'all dropping your likes. And let's see what's going on. Salute to y'all, man. You already know, man. Salute, salute, salute.
Through this sudden and chaotic transformation. Okay, y'all, so I'm at the airport finally. Definitely super excited to get to Sacramento. My flight is only 4 hours nonstop, so hopefully this goes smooth. It's definitely a challenge to carry 2 kids and a cat, but I'm doing it. So see you guys when I get to Sacramento. Say I'm on the airplane.
Airplane.
I'm on the airplane. Goldie on the airplane. Say have fun.
5 hours later.
Okay, y'all, so I just got off the plane and it was a hell of a trip, but we made it. Now time to go meet my mom. Don't know where to meet Madre is, but I'm sure she'll see me. It might be her right there. I don't know if not. Hi, Madre. I was like, there she go, but I was like, nah. Hi, Zola.
Mama, where you at?
She kind of tired, so she a little cranky.
You want to
Who is that? Who is that?
Who is this?
She can't see your face. Look, who is that? Say what's up to my vlog. Say what's up with it.
Looking like this?
Say what's up with it. You
What's up with it?
Alright, y'all, so we about to take some pictures. And right, King?
Come on, all everybody get on the stage.
Grandkids.
We can't. Oh,
Go up the steps.
move your foot.
Because everybody, well, we want everybody.
Put your feet on that.
Scoot up a step.
I can't. What you talking about?
5 years later.
Okay, y'all, so I am finally getting settled in back in California. It is great to be around family and stuff like that, to have that extra support and, you know, just help with little small things like holding the baby for a minute. Just be around familiar things, even though it doesn't feel so familiar anymore because I've been away for so long. But overall, I'm definitely excited to just have a little bit of freedom, just feel safe, feel like I have people around me who genuinely care about me. I feel like I feel more better when I get my car and I'm able to, you know, just have the security of my car, because I had to get my car and stuff shipped. I'm enjoying the weather. I'm enjoying everything. I appreciate everybody who has been checking on me, telling me to post a video and stuff just to make sure that I'm okay. The sky looks amazing right now. You know, I'm trying not to look at this as like a loss or like I'm backtracking or anything like that. But, you know, since I've been back, I've been in such a better space. So I'm happy for that. Hopefully we can get some poppin', fun, nice vlogs and stuff now that I'm around, you know, people every day. So we'll see. I'll catch you guys later. I'll see you.
Salute to Golden, man. On the big move. Salute to L. Nixon. Dope brother, most definitely. Voice of reason. Look forward to having L. Nixon on the platform and him talking and different things like that. Having great builds. Most definitely having great builds. Yeah, it's a sad situation, L, man. Sad situation. You know, with the kids, man. You know, when it comes to the kids and the whole situation, you know, I never want to see nobody separated from them kids, you know what I'm saying? Be it the mom or the dad, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I was in a situation like that, similar, not similar, but, you know, in situations when it's involving children. You know what I mean? So I get how things go. I most definitely get how things go. But at the end of the day, I think who hurts are the children. You know what I'm saying? The children are who lose, So, I don't know the gravity of young Pharaoh's case or what's going on with him. But you know, if everything that they say is right, you know what I mean, and he really did do a lot of things that they say, but it's the internet, so everybody says something but never knows, but if he really did do things like that, like, jeopardize the kids' safety as far as the house goes with all of the other stuff. I know he made a post saying that he was about to do something in the garage, you know what I mean, where it's gonna be void of life, type of things like that. When you're dealing with shit like that, it's really crazy. You know what I mean? You're not playing a game no more. You're dealing with real life. You're dealing with children. You know what I mean? You see him. You know what I mean? She was at the massage place or whatever she was going to school at. He out in it. He in the front. He beefing with the guy in the her classmate and all type of stuff, man. Just going crazy. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, exposing and outing things about her. You know what I'm saying? She drive a Lincoln, a gold one, with the tints, with the Barbie in the window. Like, bro, I mean, he be going into details when he be talking. Like, he very descriptive, but he don't understand that this is the internet. And regardless of how you feeling about her emotionally, she's still the mother of your children. Point blank, period. She's still the mother of your kids, right? So as much as you want to bring her down and the kids is with her, you're going to be bringing the kids down subconsciously or consciously. You're going to be bringing down your children. So it's no way you can bring her down without bringing down the kids. It's no way. And vice versa. And vice versa to the women that do that with men and keep them from their dads and do all of this when guys is good fathers and you weaponize them with the children and using the babies as a weapon and all of those types of things, right? Because it's something on both scales. You know what I'm saying? That men go through it, women go through it, everybody goes through it. You know what I'm saying? Different people go through it through situations. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's just really sad to see, I think, man, when we see situations like this go the way they go. You know what I mean? Like Pharoah didn't have to go that route. A lot of people had more promise for Pharoah and thought that Pharoah would do more things, you know what I'm saying? And more good things at least. But sometimes you get caught up, man. You get caught up into the fame, you get caught up into the accolade, you get caught up into the notoriety. Whatever the case may be, you get caught up in the things, man, and it be about that. And those be the things, man. You know, that drive you right off the edge, man. Vanilla Sky, Tom Cruise. You know what I'm saying? It be a demon driving though, and don't be the woman. You know what I mean? In Vanilla Sky was a woman driving. You know what I'm saying? But it be that demon. It be that subconscious you. It be that other you, man, driving you right off the goddamn cliff. You know what I'm saying? Driving you right off the cliff, man. So we most definitely got to be conscious, man. I'm gonna drop that link just in case. Yeah, man. Elle could come up and say a couple words if you want to, bro. You know how we do it. I was going to Joey the Serpent channel. I see he got someone over there right now. I'm gonna take my time. Take my time on these YouTube streets, man. I've been trying to pull my energy back. I've been showing a lot of love to a lot of people, and sometimes when you show love, people get that love misconstrued, man. You know what I mean? I didn't come in asking people to show me love. You know what I mean? I just came in showing people love. I still do the same things. I still salute people. I still want people to monetize their channels and help them in any way I can. You know what I mean? This is what it's all about. It's not about selfish goals and gains. You know what I mean? It's cool for the moment, you know what I mean, for the time being. But anything I really ever did, man, it was help with it. You know what I'm saying? And I got to a lot of things. I got to bags. I got to mad stuff in my life. And, you know what I mean, there's some helps that come with it. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's asked for and sometimes the help is not. You know what I mean? But both help is appreciated. You know what I mean? If you in the crib, somebody asked you to eat, you asked and you ate, it's cool. If they said you want something to eat, it's cool. Either way. Because a closed mouth ain't gonna get fed, man. So we got to speak up and ask for the things we need so that we can, you know what I'm saying, most definitely, get to a better place, as men and women as a whole. You know what I mean? I see a lot of separation. I see a lot of division. The women's fear, the man is fear, and all of those types of things like that. You know what I mean? I think that, like I said, I think both points, like anybody, you know what I mean, a clock, even a broken clock is right. Like how much times a day? At least once or something. Yeah, you know what I mean? So I think both sides, all sides, people make points. That's right. You know what I mean? Everybody, you know what I mean? We could connect, no matter if we're from the same walk of life. But a lot of times, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really privy to having the manospheres and the womenspheres conversations all the time, listening in to them conversations. But I get it because I come from the hood, I come from places. I get how the conversations go. Um, but what I hear from a lot of people is that same conversation, because I wasn't hearing the manosphere and the women's spheres like conversations for mad years or something. I probably was only hearing it for like a couple months now. But they said that the same conversation's been going on for a long time. And besides, they said the same conversation been going on for a long time. They say it's really like redundant. It just never gets to no really solution or nothing like that. So that's something that I look forward to talking to more people about. You already know L Nixon on the pull up. Salute L. What's goody? What's goody, Nix?
What's going on, man?
What's the vibe? What's the
Yeah,
vibe?
I saw you on, man. I just want to come over and holler at you, man.
That's good, brother. Always want your mind, brother. What's up?
Hey, I appreciate you, man. Like you be doing some good content, man. I really appreciate you, especially in these spaces, man. I
I appreciate
really, we need more balanced brothers, man. Like talking more positive. I mean, teach his own. People can do what they want, but I think there's a few of us who know that, whenever we do, we represent, our loved ones who represent, the young guys looking, for some type of direction. It's not for everybody, but some people, when you know that it's in you, you already know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
hmm Yeah, that's a
I
fact.
guess,
I agree
like I
with you,
said,
Al.
like I said, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Like everywhere I'm in these streets, whether it's a comment on a video or whatever the case, I just know that any minute, my nephew, my sons, my family members could see that. You know what I'm saying? So I make sure when I speak, saying I'm representing for, other people as well,
I
because I don't want
sense
to be one person to them and then another person online. I want to be who I am everywhere I go. So
Yeah, I sense that from you though, brother. I sense that from you. But what I sense from you is balance. You know what I'm saying? I think that, I talk to a lot of people, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that anyone's perfect. We are all balanced and nothing like that. But I talk to a lot of men that, what I mean, here on YouTube, my fight is not really against the women and me banging on the women and stuff like that. So women gonna be getting away with stuff sometimes and it's whatever. I'm not really here to argue with the women. You know what I'm saying? I'm really here to show and prove who I am. And I think that women resonate on things like that. You know what I mean? And but my fight or my conversation really is more towards men and driven towards men and how we feeling, what I mean, the balance of us and how, what I mean, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? We got some over masculine men, also too strong, what I mean, can't shed a tear. You know what I mean? You're too tough. Like you're too
yeah,
tough. You're just too damn tough. You know what I mean? Stop, man. Come on, man.
yeah.
Like, come on. You got the kids can't cry now. The kids can't shed a tear. You know what I mean? They ain't get their little gift. They can't shed a tear. They want to be tough too. Come on, man. It's just some over tough thing going on. Come on. Where's the
And
balance at?
then you can see why. Actually, you can see why some of the ladies are so frustrated. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you got to understand why they're so frustrated. And I can talk about some of the things uh, that I experienced with women, but at the end of the day, once you start, you gotta pull back and be like, hold on, I don't want to go down that path because at the same time, as a man, like I was in those situations. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I didn't have the energy that I should have, and I'm not excusing the other person, but I
Yeah.
can't control that. I can only control my part. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, well, I don't say a lot of times, we go from victim straight to volunteer.
Mm,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Go on that.
So
Build on that. Build on that. Build on that. What you mean?
yeah,
Going to victim to volunteer. Build on that a little bit. Let me
I
hear.
mean, because the thing is, like, we get into relationships, right? And there's many different reasons why we get into certain situations. It could be you was raised primarily by your mom. You see the
Mhm.
pain and stuff that she goes through. So when you're in relationships, you're trying not to cause that kind of pain. But in the process, what you do is you forget how to ask stuff for yourself. So everything is whatever you want, whatever you want to do. You never be specific about what you want. And a lot of times, sometimes that just doesn't work out for you. So you go into situations, you give that kind of energy, but you don't know how to get it for yourself. So a lot of times you excuse a lot of behavior, and sometimes people pick up on that behavior, and they will take advantage of it. So a lot of times, you come from being a victim to, here a year later, you still going through it, you still there, you still
Hmm.
getting disrespected or still getting emasculated. You're a volunteer by then.
Yeah,
You
man.
know,
Yeah, it's
so
true. It's true. But like I'm saying, like, but how do we like? All right, boom. So like, I don't really know too much about the manosphere and the womansphere, right? But
mhm.
like, how do we go about bringing this thing? This is a monster. It's a beast. It's two beasts. You know what I'm saying? How do we go about bringing some unison to that right there? You know what I mean? Because my thing is like, we got the manosphere and stuff like that. A lot of people, you know what I mean? It started from where it started from, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people are taking it to next levels. To me personally, right? When we have the women's sphere now, I look at the women's sphere more like the women's circles. Like, let's say I'm a man in the house, right, Nixon? And let's say me and my wife is going through a little tiff right now. You know what I mean? We on the outs, not I'm to the level that we outs, but we probably going through a little disgruntled thing in our little relationship right now, right? I'm in the house Sunday. I'm in the house. I'm watching football, whatever. I'm in the room, and her homegirls come over. Right when the women come over, they talking what they talking. They don't give a fuck about me. They talking what they talking. She talking about her man. She talking about her boyfriend, her whatever she dealing with, whatever who she dating. And my shorty, I have a shorty, right? She's talking about me, right? So they in there, they getting it to me. Now, oh girl, you lying. He ain't. And they giving it to me, right? And I can hear it from the room, I can hear it, right? Some men gonna go into the living room and argue with the three women. I'm not gonna do that. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna stay in the room or I'm gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna go in the living room and argue with the women. I'm gonna allow the women to have that moment to have their space to talk about what they're talking about. You feel me? And
Yeah.
I'm gonna go build with the men on what I gotta build with about that. And when I speak with her on our own time, we could go into what we can do that I can do to correct whatever she's feeling within that relationship and within my relationship that I need to do. So I don't have no focus to come argue and battle with the women. It seems like a lot of men want to run the manosphere and the womansphere. And that's what I'm seeing, a lot of things like that.
Well, what I see when I'm in these spaces, because I'm always observing, is a lot of defeated mindsets. And I think a lot of women don't understand. Like, there's a lot of validation. There's a lot of peer pressure. There's a lot of men. I really want to say what I want to say, but I can't do it in this chat. And
Yeah.
honestly, the guys that I'm talking about, I'm actually talking about myself, but I don't
Mhm.
want to out myself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
number one, we're not being honest. Number two, a lot of us don't recognize our authority. You know what I'm saying? I can tell when I'm having conversations. I can tell when I'm looking at the chat, and the reason why I say that is because it comes with a certain energy. That's the reason why some people say, wait till your father get home. Well, that's the reason why a lot of men don't have to do a lot of spanking or have to do a lot of yelling, because it's something within them. It's that
Yeah.
energy that you carry. So a lot of times we're really not in that energy. We got to be honest with ourselves. I mean, we got to go back and look at our situations and take self inventory. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? You have to have that energy. You have to have that authority. When you have that, it doesn't matter the woman. They're going to recognize that. Regardless, by nature, they're going to have to. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times we really have to dig into that bag and really
Yeah.
center ourselves. And that's where it's at. So I wouldn't put it on a woman.
Yeah.
Maybe you really wasn't on your square. You didn't have that. Because listen, women will tell you they
Yes.
only do they only do what they do to men that they can. They will respect that energy when they meet that guy. When you on your stuff, they will respect you. And a lot of these women are saying that, but I don't think the men are. I don't think we're listening.
But for me, that goes for everything. That goes for people. That goes for animals. That goes for everything. You'll see a honey badger wild
There
out
you
on
go.
a lion or a leopard. I seen a leopard have a honey badger
Right,
in jaws on the branch in the tree. The
right.
honey badger got up out that situation, You know what I mean? So what can we
Yeah.
say, man? What can we say sometimes, man? You know what I mean? I think
Yeah.
it's different. It's different variables to situations a lot of
You're
times.
right.
But I think that, you know, a man is assertive. A man, he knows, he understands. He doesn't just make rash decisions. You know what I'm saying? He makes rational decisions. He has thoughts. But even great women come with the same qualities. They have leadership qualities. They have the same, they embody the same kinds of qualities though as well. So it's not just like a man's qualities. Great women embody these same qualities as well. And when a great man and a great woman come together, it's a balance of that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's why guys need to sit back and take self inventory. You know, if you're in a situation where you're broke, you should be working on getting yourself together before jumping into a relationship, especially with these women who have, you know, a lot of stuff going on, because you already know how that goes. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing: instead of getting mad at women who have that energy, you know what I'm saying? You need to already be in that space, so because you shouldn't be intimidated by that energy. You shouldn't. And you see a lot of men, they are, you know, they put a label on it, you know, it is what it is. But why would you feel intimidated by that? You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't. That's talk. That's basically speaks to you. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? That you're intimidated by that. Like
Yeah.
yeah, she can have that energy, but I am who I am when I walk into the room.
Period.
You know what I'm saying?
Period. Period. And
You
that
know,
ain't got to be bossed or said or nothing. That just goes without
there
saying
you go.
time, right?
There
That's
you
just
go.
an
There
air. You just feel
you go.
that. That's an energy, and it's assertive. That's
Yeah.
how it led to a conversation we had the other day. Kat and I had it. We was talking about how strong women intimidate weak men. You know what I'm saying? Or weaker men. You know what I'm saying? They intimidate them. You know what I'm saying? And mad people have many views on that. How do you feel about strong women intimidating weak men?
I think a lot of times they're like, well, I would say that can go back to childhood, right?
Okay.
Because my mom was an aggressive woman, right?
My mother's
She taught me how to be the nice guy, right?
me too.
But what happens is subconsciously, you know, you do kind of bypass the nice girls because subconsciously you are attracted to mom. Mom was an influence. She was strong. You respect mom, but you don't know how that would translate into a relationship. So subconsciously you go for women like that. And there's that dynamic where she's not mom and you
Yeah.
have been taught to respect a woman, but you're going to give that energy to the wrong person and she might want to take advantage of you. And once again, you've been taught to, you know, I know what mom been through. So you see that in that woman. So you want to give her everything. You want to protect her and all that. But she might take advantage of that energy because you might not be on that strong energy. You may be uh where you're trying to give to her emotionally and you try to do all that, but you're not standing firm on who you are. So you
Mm-hmm.
tend to let go, let her get away with a lot of stuff because you see the pain within the struggle she's been through because you're relating to her situation because you saw mom do that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
a lot of times, if you don't have a male figure that give you that balance to tell you, hey, I understand that you want to treat your woman as such, but you can't let this fly. You can't let that fly. You have to put your foot down and have some type of standards, not being controlling, not being disrespectful, but
Have some
that
moral
type of
ground.
woman, yeah, that type of woman, normally, if you look at it, they're going to date those type of men because they're safe, because they can control and manipulate the situation. They can leave when they want to leave, and they're not worrying about a lot of stuff. But eventually, they won't respect you. They won't
They won't.
respect that in it.
Yeah.
So I would say a lot of guys need to do self inventory. Be honest. You know, not everybody can date a stripper. You know, not everything because seven months later, you trying to tell her to dress modest. That's not how
Yeah.
you met her.
Yeah. Trying to change it now when that's what attracted you to the person, and now you trying to shape it and cage it and bottle this thing now. And that's not
Exactly.
expression. You know what I'm saying? That's not expression. Even in a relationship, that's not expression. You know what I mean? If a person has a voice and they sing, you want to let it out, let it go, let the person sing. You know what I'm saying? So people are bottling people's expression, even physically bottling people's expression to people to express who and how they are, right? But that even segueing, right, Nixon, right? Salute to everything that you're saying. I agree with a lot of points and everything damn near that you're saying. But you know, it's even segueing into another panel that I'm gonna have tomorrow, probably like 4 o'clock. But I might start it earlier. But I got the reminder set up tomorrow. It's gonna be a dual stream here and on Cartoon Cat tomorrow. But it's she bad, she got a bag, but why is she single?
Oh,
So
okay.
many women. You would think you see
Listen.
women, you like, damn, yo, you go speak to like, nah, I'm single. You be like, what the fuck? You be walking down the block talking to like a whole block, like you lying, yo. Who's stalking you? I'll be talking to like, yo, son, you got a half a stalker? What's going on, son? You bugging right now. Like, nah, son, I've been single for a year, 2 years, 3 years. Look, I've been abstinent. I ain't had sex in 2 years, 3. Like, it's crazy. So many, you think it's so much guys out here, it's good guys out here, or whatever. We seeing good women, because not all the women are bad. But why do you feel she bad? She got a bag, but 8 times out of 10, you bump into it, she probably single and she probably like, probably wants somebody, but like, it's not really in no rush for that.
Number one, she's fighting well, okay. You can call it strong and independent, but for most part, it's hyper independence. And hyper independence, you're at war with yourself. You know what I mean? There's a trust issue. Um, and most individual that they'll be with, they'll probably think, maybe it's something I did wrong, or maybe it's a reason why she couldn't trust me. Doesn't matter. She's not going to trust you anyway. Hyper independence is a response to trauma. And sometimes certain women will go after the degree, go after the money, go after all these things out of disappointment, out of life. So now it's like, with all of these things that I have, what man is going to leave me? So they use that as leverage, and it doesn't make you happy, because a lot of times the guys that you date won't be the guy on that level. It'll be the guy on the level where you can use this measure of a man to pacify this guy. They won't get with that guy on that level, because then they can't use that as leverage. So they normally get with another guy that they can use that against. And they're not going to be happy, because you have to learn how to turn that stuff off, right? If you talk to a lot of single, strong women, they all tell you they have a hard time of accepting help. They have a hard time of translating or transitioning back into that vulnerable situation. So it becomes like a prison for them. You know what I'm saying? Even if you have the man that you want, the man that can help, you still have a hard time actually letting him do that. So yeah, it can become a hard thing, man. It's like a catch-22.
It's like a catch-22, man. Right? But also, like, because it's not just weak men or people that you deeming as weak men are intimidated by strong women. Some strong men are intimidated by strong women too. You see her walking by and stuff, you probably don't say nothing, you holding your tongue, you don't want to speak, all type of stuff. We seeing them going by, thinking the energy. Even strong men sometimes are intimidated by strong women as well, not just weak men.
Well, you have to understand, like, okay, even men, like, okay, in my situation, like, I had to go back and do some real follow up to therapy, and some deep digging. I'll say the last 4 years, like some really
Salute to you, man.
deep
Salute to
stuff.
that. Salute to that,
So
man. Salute to you.
I started dissecting my whole situation from, childhood. I talked to my mom, my dad, relatives. I found out stuff about my family that, maybe I didn't want to know, but, but, I think with my mom being, how she was to me, I've always knew, the calmer or the nicer type of women. And I think when it comes to the aggressive women, with me, it was like a challenge, maybe a challenge to my manhood, that I had to be able to deal with them in order to feel like, maybe I was strong enough. So I had to learn how to deal with those aggressive women. Can I deal with those aggressive women? Yes.
Yeah.
But to be honest, that's not my energy. I don't like to vibe with that energy all the time. So it's like you're always going to be out of character, because I like a peaceful environment. Some people have that energy where maybe toxic energy, where you fuss and you fight. She calls the cops on you and then picks you up, and then y'all go to Denny's afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people are okay with that energy, but yes, I can vibe with you on that energy, but that's not going to be me 24/7. So I have to be honest. You're probably not the type of woman that I want to be with. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a knock to my manhood. It's just now I know who I am, and I know what I need to match my energy. That's why you see a lot of nice guys, or quite, I won't say nice, not like they're perfect, but you see them with more aggressive women. It's like you have nothing to prove. That's not even your speed. You know what I'm saying? Not at all.
I agree, Nixon. I most definitely agree on that, man. So what do you think? So like, could we be on these panels, man, and we find ourselves doing a lot of conversing with a lot of people on a day-to-day basis, right? And everybody's in it for, you know what I mean, the beefing, the this, the that, and all of that. You know, it's good views and all that. If I wanted to do view shit, I could do mad stuff all day like that if I wanted
Yeah.
to be in that type of content. Because I know, especially as Black people, they promote the Black people violence on Black people type stuff. You know what I'm saying? So if
Yeah.
I'm banging on Black people, I'm gonna be on the top of the shot. Me and Hassan, hey Hassan, hey Sonetta, we gonna be, hey, we gonna be right
Yeah.
there. You know what I'm saying? So I already know how that works. You know what I'm saying? But you know, on a lot of these panels, you know what I'm saying, I don't really see a lot of solution based building, and a lot of times that I hear the solution really kicking. Couple of guys, salute to the guys that do be talking that, salute to y'all. But it's usually coming from women that's really trying to push the solutions and the solution based building. You know what I mean? Because where do we go when we got all these bang outs? Everybody arguing on the panel. Everybody want to be right, which we all right? But how do we get to some solutions within us? Because we still affected as a community, as a whole, locally and globally. So what do we do?
Solution comes with honesty. You know what I mean? Like we can all point the finger, right? But if we have to link things together, we can say that, we need therapy, or we need healing in our community, right? So if we can say that, then at the same time, why are we looking at each other? I'm pointing to you saying you should fix yourself, but I haven't fixed myself, right? You got two broken people coming together, building on a weak foundation, and wondering why it crumbles. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So honesty. Yes, I know you are X, Y, and Z. You did X, Y, and Z. But what was it about me that made me be attracted to you? You know, that law of attraction. Why was I drawn to you? You know, what was in me? Because here's the thing, I can't give you all the power because I was with you. I didn't see the red flags. You know, I volunteered for certain behavior. So it's not even about you anymore. It's about me. So I
Mhm.
can't put my relationships on all women because as a man, why as a man with the authority that I should have, why am I giving it away to women? I'm the man. I was there. I picked you. I'm the hunter. You know what I'm saying? I hunted you. So why am I going to give them all of the reward, or all of the acknowledgement for that? No, I have to find out what's in me that I am attracting certain people, or why I'm dealing with certain stuff. So my relationships that didn't go well, I can't blame that on all Black women. So that's why when I approach women, I'm like, you know what? Okay, I got to be honest. Somebody asked me tonight. They said, well, maybe I can't stand when Black men, don't take acknowledge that maybe their energy was off. And I said, yeah, you're right. You're right. I agree 100% with you. So it could be the person, it could be yourself. But once you really go back and you look at childhood trauma, you look at all these things, this mental health out here. When you really start and understand all of that, it's kind of hard to get mad at an ex-girlfriend or an ex-wife, because when you really look at it, you will understand from beginning to end, how can I be mad at her? I understand that she didn't, how could she have what it takes to be the what I needed? Because I'm looking at her structure, her family, and how she got, I'm being mad at her, but I understand why she couldn't give me what she wanted. So now why am I mad at her? I didn't even recognize that. So there's something that I miss, and maybe I didn't have enough in me to give her what she wanted as well. So now you tend to look at things differently. You look at people differently. You're not as mad, but you're trying to connect the dots. So
Mm.
if each individual can do that, then we will have some type of solution. So that's why when I approach these situations, it's like, I'm me, and I contribute what I contribute to YouTube. I don't ask everybody, or expect them to be like me. But when I'm having conversations with guys, I've had a few issues, but it didn't last past the stream because I'm moving forward to making examples of really trying to build with my brothers. Um, I had an issue with a young lady. I'm not gonna mention her name on YouTube.
Mhm.
Had one incident, but after that, I said, you know what? I can't do this. Not for no Black woman. I can't do it. So how can I bring some peace, or how can I? Because I hear the way you talk about Black men. So me giving you that energy, I'm not helping. So as a man, how can I lead and show you that we're all not like that? So I give her good energy. I haven't really had that issue. And I let her know jokingly, like, look, you gonna give me this hug. Like I'm bothering her now. I'm showing her love. You know what I'm saying? Because I have to allow myself to give her that negative energy. I'm not gonna do that. I'm trying to show you love. You know what I'm saying? But don't get it messed up.
Yeah.
I'm not a punk. Don't get it messed up. But at the same time, I don't want to be on here yelling at a black woman, calling her out her name, man. I'm not trying to do that, man.
Yeah, but man,
So
I feel just like that, man. I most
yeah,
definitely feel just like that. I don't want to
yeah,
be here doing that. But like even like when you meet a woman, like people like, yo, women be this, women be that. I'm like, what women they be mean? I meet women all the time. Women they mean. Like at the end of the day, sometimes women don't want to talk. I met mad women at times on my neighborhood, walk by me. Hey yo, I'm on the Ave talking. Hey, walk past me, they ain't say nothing. Weeks later, months later, year later, they say, "Hey, that was you." So we talking. Don't matter. Sometimes you say, "You know what? I was in a relationship. I was going through something at the time. Whatever the case
yeah,
may be. Who knows what the situation is? It could be a bunch of variables that go into
yeah,
situation. So
yeah.
me,
Like you said, bunch of variables.
right? When I see a woman that getting through things, right? Or she got these walls up and she like, oh, niggas ain't shit. Or whatever they say that women be saying or whatever the case, right? At the end of the day, you being who you are, all you could do is show the difference between you and anybody else. That's just not
There
even
you
me.
go.
That's me and anybody on earth. Because you could be meeting
There
a
you
person
go.
from a whole nother race. They'd be like, yo, black people ain't this. But now when you meet me, it might have to be here. We might get into a shindig, possibly. But hey, we might find it out here to say, you know what, black people cool. I look at you and say, hey, white people, whatever, you cool too. It is what it is. So sometimes it's gonna be what it is, but you can be the change of viewpoint or paradigm in a
Yeah,
person, especially in a woman. As a man, depending on who you are, you could change a lot of things in a person, especially, but most definitely a woman. She'll see different things and she can begin to change things in her own thing because she might have came from this, she might have had this in her previous relationships, and we are, you know what I mean, many microcosms of our relationships, of our childhoods, like even you went into, adverse childhood experiences, things that we went through as a child affects us even now, you know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
So it's all a part of it too, right?
Yeah, but you said it, man. And even doing what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I agree with you wholeheartedly as far as like that representation. I've always felt that way. Like, like I don't care what people think about black people as a whole, but I'm going to show them a different side, a different perspective. Um, so I'm with you on that. But as far as solution, man, doing what you're doing right now, that's even part of it. You're showing the difference. There's guys that that young guys will pick up on that and be like, because here's the thing, you have that third grade math teacher that you remember that taught you how to break down math and how to reverse subtraction and add up to kind of okay, check and balance and check and see if your work is good. You remember people like that.
Yeah.
And people don't know how much that they'd be a part of your life. Here you at 46, remember somebody from ninth grade. So at the same time, you give people a contrast. So if you're a standout brother, especially in a crowd full of guys who are followers, they'll have something to contrast. Hey, that guy in one community, like, I like his vibe and I like how he moved. Even when he's under attack, I like how he moved. And some people could kind of like look at that and say, I want to learn how he do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I like how he do that. I want to be like that. So even just moving the way you move and providing the platform and the conversation. Now, what you do offline, that's even extra. But that's part of the solution. You know what I'm saying? You're having people on your panel
Yeah.
and you're kind of like, hey, let's be respectful. Let's have the conversation, which it's not going to get solved one conversation.
Yeah.
But just the way you move and the way you represent yourself, that's a part of the solution. So I appreciate you, bro.
No, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate your words, man. And most definitely, Jaffe Joe, Jaffe. Most definitely appreciate that, man. And it comes down to people like us, man. Us coming together as brothers, putting together these panels, bringing brothers together, and talking. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been doing my channel and bringing together and opening my panels and my chats for anybody and everybody. You know what I'm saying? Not just limited just to black people. Even though me as a black person, a black man, whether we so called whatever we want to identify with, I do want to uplift my people. You know what I mean? For a fact. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that our people need the most upliftment out of anybody right now. Period, point blank. We're just going down to just that basic ballpark figures and numbers. Our people need the most work. You know what I'm saying? So this is where a lot of the brunt of my work needs to go. But you know what I'm saying? Our problem is bigger than just us as a people. You know what I'm saying? It's more about people, and it's more about commonalities, because a lot of things that's affecting us we have in common. You know what I mean? So me being from the streets, like even if we was at a war, we could come together and say, you know what? This guy over here is actually the one. You say, you know what? Hey, hold those shots that you was busting. Let me hold mine. Let's go that way and figure this out, because we got a common goal. So I think that if a lot of people, especially us, can identify with each other and understand that we got common goals and we are under attack on so many levels and forms, that listen, man, it's not about kumbaya. Everybody gonna get along, but we need to at least identify each other in this war. You know what I'm saying? Because in wars, like even when the Vikings versus the Saxons, they ain't got on no clothes, they got on the clothes. You can at least see who you killing, see who you fighting. And right now, we just all killing each other, and we don't even know who the fuck we fighting. We don't know who the enemy. Enemy look like us, don't look like us. Who knows? The enemy invisible, all type of shit, and we don't even know.
Hey, but hey, listen, man. I had enough time pass, man. I'm getting ready. You know, people keep asking me. I'm definitely getting ready to kick off this channel, man.
Please,
And
man.
I wanted to holler at you, man.
Let me do it.
You, Kane, and think of some other people, because I want to kick it off with. I have a title, man. Elder versus older.
Love that.
You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
And I really want to discuss some of us with the elder spirit versus just the old guys who, you know, just want to move seamlessly and don't have any care for the younger guys, or you know what I'm saying, looking down on the older guys, but the younger guys will not understand that, you know, the previous generation sometimes dropped the ball on those guys.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
yes.
So I definitely want to have that conversation.
Let's have that next. Hell yeah. My email's in the back chat. Take my email if you ain't got it already. Take my email in the private chat. communityliving@gmail.com. Email me. Yeah, brother. I was just gonna talk about a channel. You need to be up or active, man. You know, I do computer graphics, artwork, man. I'll hook you up, man. Cook something up for you. If I need to do a thumbnail or something for that older, I create like a thumbnail for it so you can set a reminder on that type of stuff. We got to be working together and building, man. Anything I could do to help you building, bro. Most definitely, I'm with it. So, you know what I mean? You email me, you know what I mean? Send me your numbers, or I'll send you my numbers. We chop it up. And we put our minds together on a bunch of things, man. And most definitely here, I put together a few panels, man. You know what I'm saying? And you could come here and teach as well. Whatever you think. If you have like a panel like that, you want an older, I set it up and you go live. You know what I'm saying? And you could, but I want like to set up your channel so that everybody can run there. So when you come here, I can have all of those links in the description so everybody could go over there and getting my subscribers to go over there, because I already got over the 1,000 already. So, you know what I mean? I could get my people going over there because we in the same type of conversations, man. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people listen to you, brother. Trust me.
And my thing is I say that because I'm kind of determining my path through YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like it's certain, you know, I've kind of like determined like, yeah, nah, you know, might want to stay away from there, might want to, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
You got your lanes. You got your lanes. You got your lanes. And once you got that, you know what I mean? It's good, man. I think you need to go, man. Your voice is a voice. I've seen a bunch of people salute your voice, and you know what I mean? I salute it too, man. I salute the things you have to say. You know what I'm saying? I see you as a unbiased person, not being to the left or to the right. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? In the middle. And you know what I mean, we need more people like that, balance, some sort of balance, especially as men. You know what I mean? I think that's what our women want, and that's what our women need. Our women don't feel safe. You know what I mean? A lot of our women are not feeling safe. So if our women are not feeling safe, that means my mom don't feel safe. If you have a daughter, that means our daughters don't feel safe. My sister doesn't. You know what I mean? You stop looking at it as women you dating all the time. You know what I mean? Look at it as your sister, your mom, your daughter too. Not just people you interacting with, trying to be with. You know what I mean? Our women are not safe. And I've never seen a kingdom in history that ever built itself, raised the walls, did all of that with the gates, and never secured the women and the children. The women and the children must be secured. And if the women and the children are not secured, then we are not, as men, are not secured. Our people are going missing. Our women are going missing at alarming rates. Our children are going missing, all type of shit. We over here with our heads in the sky, or our heads in the screens over here and all that. You know what I'm saying? What is we watching? Like, really, what are we talking about on YouTube? Our children are going missing. Our women are going missing. Or 25 missing women are missing in St. Louis. They talking about as sex traffic workers. Not to take away from no victim. Why it got to be our stories are getting covered like this? You know what I'm saying? That there's sex traffic. Why it can't be missing victims? Not to take away from none. Look at Gabby Batillo. It was a big case, a big thing that was going on. I ain't hearing nothing about no sex traffic worker and all this stuff like that. No, she was a missing van vlogger. Right? She was a missing van vlogger. That's it. See what I'm saying? So this is how our stories get covered. So we need to be bringing the awareness not only just to the children, but to our stories. You know what I mean? That's why I try to cover a lot of wide range things, you know what I'm saying? And try to make sure we cover a lot of ground here, man. Because there's so many topics, there's so many angles, you know what I mean? And there's so many fights. You know, I know I'm fighting against, you know, the abuse of anybody, period. But most definitely of children, most definitely of our women, most definitely. You know, certain things trigger me. You know what I'm saying? I don't like when they, you know what I mean, when we pin certain things on each other.
Yeah.
I heard one conversation where black guys was talking about that Latina women treat them better than black women, but they was raised by a black woman. So things like that
Yeah.
kind of get me very bad. I don't care if this person's having sex with you. I don't care if this person was Vanessa Del Rio. Okay. All right. That was a Latin porn star. Okay. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. There's no way your mother could be black, bust her ass her whole damn life, and you saying shit like that. It can't be possible. You know what I'm saying? It's like we can't.
You ask Latin guys, and they'll tell you, "Oh man, black women treat me better than black women." Like, huh? But see, that's a mindset. You know what I'm saying? It's just a messed up mindset, man. So I definitely don't like to hear stuff like that, because if you ask most people, you know, even ladies, about black men, right? But then when they get down to their grandfather, their brother, oh well, I can name 5 men in my family. Well, okay, if I take 100 of y'all and y'all can name 5, that's 500 more people that good women can date. Like, come on, like stop it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So stop it. But you know, I get it, and a lot of times, you know, I can talk about certain topics when it comes to women, but it becomes so hard because more the focus is on is what they're saying. Some of it true. Yes. So if it is, then how am I helping by you know, talking about issues that, you know, of women's nature? I mean, man and women are always going to have, you know, their back and forth, because you know it's, you know, we arrive to the same point, but we take different routes. So that's always going to be, yeah, any group, any background that exactly. So what, you know, me contributing to that conversation, yes, I mean we're going to have that conversation, but I got to be careful. I don't want to go all into it. I don't want to sound like, you know, I'm that frustrated to where it's all on them, because at the end of the day, if women are having issues, me as a man, I should be thinking, okay, well, how can I fix that? Am I part of the problem? You know what I'm saying? I'm more concerned about that, you know, because the lead you will follow. So, you know.
Yeah, it comes down to you, and it comes down to accountability. It comes down to things like that, especially in a relationship. You know what I mean? One of the things that I was telling, like one of my exes, I was telling my ex, like in relationships, everybody like always wants to point the blame on the next person. You know what I'm saying? I kind of came up with something like, you know, like in life, you know what I mean? It's like a book. Everybody that we meet in life, mommy, grandmother, everybody like you now, Nix, everybody, it creates a book. Like today's and these days that we build in with each other, and every day in time creates the pages of this book, our life. You know what I'm saying? Of the days. Yo, so remember this day? We got mad stories in the book. Yo, so remember that day? Yo, that was crazy. So we got mad stories in our book, but life writes it. It's not like we have to write it. Just our everyday life of you meeting your friend, and you've been known this person for 10 years now. You got a whole book with this person, right? So now 9 times out of 10, when we go about books, because every good book get revised, and sometimes you got the highlighter, so you got good parts of the book was highlighted, right? So you got 2 highlighters, right? Because there's 2 people in this book. So let's say the person whose book it is, this my book and you in it. So, you know what I'm saying? Vice versa, when it's your book, it's mine. Boom. So in my book, it's green, you know what I'm saying? And you probably blue in my book. You the blue highlight. When we get into a frictions and a kickoff, 9 times out of 10, when you go back in the book to all these good parts in there, even your shit that you've been into, you're going to go and point to the green parts, the neon parts. You're going to skip past the blue parts. Well, like I say, this is the blue part, which is you, that led me to this one, which is me green, you know. You're not gonna go back to that blue part. You're gonna go right to that green part. You're gonna go to the other green parts, but you're rarely ever gonna touch one of those blue parts and say, you know what, this is me. I did this and I did that and I did this. And in relationships and even in friendships and relations, I think a lot of times we never want to pick our parts and highlight our part in the book. We always
Yeah.
look and point the finger at somebody else.
And you know what though, man, that being scared of being that honest, man. Listen, I'm not saying that people don't love themselves, but if you really want the best, right, and you really want to conquer or master yourself, you got to do that self inventory. I know it's scary for a lot of people, but you got to do that self inventory and just admit, like, maybe I wasn't the man that I should have been or I could have been. And a lot of times, even getting out of marriages and relationships, right? If you ask people, right,
Mhm.
if on a scale of 10 out of 10, did you do everything? Most people are going to tell you no. Most people are going to tell you maybe they did 7 out of 10. And then
Yeah.
you get to could you have done those 3 more things? You know, and it's like, you know what? Maybe I didn't do everything. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I could have done more. You know?
I agree.
Yeah, so, you know, it's a lot to it, man. We only scratch the surface, but and that's a lot, and that's the thing. We have these surface conversations about these topics. But I'm like, man, you can actually go deeper than that. Because like everything is not a one size fit all. And you only scratch the surface. You hit on one thing, you don't hit on the other. You talk about one side, but we never talk about the other. Like somebody can say, hey, the reason why, I mean, yeah, they always have that talk about submission and all that. And I said, listen, my mama even say, you know, I won't be with a man that I want a man that I can submit to. And me and my sister are looking at her like, we know you. You ain't trying to submit to no man. Some people can say that, but you're using that as an excuse. You don't, and that's the thing. Some people will use that as an excuse to people, as a reason to excuse their behavior.
Yeah, I
Some
see.
people really don't want to.
Yeah.
So we look at it and we'll say, hey, well, we'll blame you because maybe you were the reason why this person didn't want to do. No, sometimes people just don't want to behave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes they just don't want to do it. That's just like if you're a good woman, right? The fact that a man is sleeping around on you, is it your fault? Well, maybe you're not a good enough woman, or maybe he just want to sleep around.
Period. Point blank. It ain't got nothing to do with you. That ain't
Exactly.
got nothing to do with you at all.
Exactly. So a lot of times we'll blame one person. It could be that person, but it also could be something else.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes we don't really dig into the conversation, and it's sort of like, you know, we put in one label when it could be something else. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. But you know, also though, like we was talking about submission because we had the panel that happened with Aunt T and Beach
Ooh,
and
that's a tough topic, boy. They, ooh, they
yeah,
like,
the submission was Cat, Beach, Game Changer.
oh, wait.
You was over there. You talk about you was there. You talking about I
Yeah,
watched it back. I ended up doing a reaction on that. That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Like, it was a crazy one. That's what led me to the whole submission thing, right?
And Beach was giving out gems the whole time, and I'm like, fellas, listen, we got to
Yeah.
listen to that stuff because she's telling you. And then I saw it on the previous stream,
Mhm.
and I saw the dynamic between her and some other people,
Yeah, I seen
and
that one.
you know,
Too.
and I saw her on another panel because I've been cool with Beach for a minute,
Yeah,
and
seen
I'm
that.
like, man, how many times can they tell you? And she's taking you along, and you're
Blueprint.
going with it. She's basically showing you, and I'm sitting there like, oh no, like.
Walking you down the road.
Yeah. And she's doing it because she's giving you a living example. Like, hey guys, I'm showing you what I mean. And I'm catching it. I'm like, but I appreciate you for doing that. And if guys are not catching that, bro, they just missing it. It's over their head. They're missing it.
Because they challenging something, so they missing. You got so much to
Yeah.
prove. You're missing something.
Yeah. Why am I trying to prove? Listen, a man's manhood is the easiest thing to attack.
Yeah.
How many men do you hear telling a woman you're not a real woman? You don't. But they can attack you. You're not a real man. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Flying off
Women,
the
women, they know who they are. You can't tell me this. You can't tell me that. No, well, so why are you letting people challenge you? Why are you on the panel for a whole hour, going through 200 questions about your manhood? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like even with dealing with the submission thing, like I think like even dealing with submission, right? I think women submit when they want to submit, right? You can't make nobody and force nobody to do nothing.
Exactly.
People gonna submit
Right.
where they want to submit to. The hell? Even a thought
Exactly.
or thinking. You tell me some shit right now. I'm submit to that shit right now. People submit where they want to submit. You know what I'm saying? And I think a woman submit if she feel comfortable, she feels safe. There's multiple of reasons of things that make a woman submit, but she gonna do it
Right.
on energy. And for men to be like, yo, you gonna submit to me, or yo, I want you to submit. Yo, you submit to me. I just think that is very insecure. Any way you
Yeah.
go about talking about submitting, I think is insecure, and the
Yeah.
woman don't submit. She might be acting, playing a role,
Yeah.
but she does not submit. In her mind, she's not submitting to you. No, she's not. She's like, when she talking homegirl,
Hopefully, even
hopefully, right?
if it's a conversation, hopefully it's not a conversation in your real life that you actually have to ask for it, or you like.
What you
You
mean? The
should.
guy did that on the panel. Remember, he called game changer. He
Oh
called.
yeah,
Beat
yeah,
said, call, man. Beat said, listen, man. Auntie said, yo, you gonna call? He said, don't do
Oh
it.
yeah.
He said,
He said he's doing it too.
and said he's doing it too. I was like, wait a minute, this guy's gonna do this. Wait a minute. Then he calls the woman and he like, listen, baby, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean about submitting? You know what I'm saying about our sex life? And he started talking, and the conversation was just mad eerie, and it looked like she wanted to hang up. It sounded like she wanted to hang up. So he actually didn't have the dominance that he was trying to act like he had, and he was more asking. So that kind of seemed mad insecure. That when he came back on the panel and then Beach was cooking him still and cooking him back again, and he tried to make it some other things and stuff like that. And then Beach said, nah, you was making it seem like, I mean, you sexing and all that with the women and they bowing down with you and all that. So I just asked you for not one, but two representations of it, and for you to just call me back real quick so that you could just do it mad quick so you don't be taking time having to send no text messages and stuff. I want you to call him right now so you got it on Smash like that. You feel me? Then he like, nah, I ain't never said my sex game was all that. It's just she just does this button. See, now I mean, now it's sounding really, you see?
Yeah.
Now we getting into that space.
And I was about to go back on the panel. When I saw that, I'm like, nah, I'm good. I already know where this is going. I'm gonna just watch.
That was crazy.
Oh,
I was like, oh my God, man. The
but
ego.
hey, brother, but I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you.
I'm getting a call. I'm getting a call. It kind of messed up my volume, whatever.
Salute to you. Salute to
But
you.
I've been my sleep is messed up, man. I'm gonna have to definitely gonna try to get back on track tonight.
Anytime you link me, man, just email me. Just let me know anytime, man. Nixon, nothing but love to you, man. You already know the vibe, Nix.
I appreciate you, man. I'll be back by the man to holler at you, man.
You already know. Just let me know anytime you want to build, you want to do anything. Like the next time you want to come up here and talk, you know what I mean? You could create a show and you come up and talk to the people, man. You do what you need to do, man.
Right, hey, I'm gonna stop by tomorrow to check out the stream.
All right, bro. Blessings and love, man. Peace and blessings, brother.
All right, same to you, bro. You have a good night.
You already know.
All right, bro.
Salute to L Nixon on the pull up. You already know the vibe. Salute to everybody. Make sure everybody is subscribing to One Community. Make sure everybody go check out the last stream. Hassan Campbell versus 10 Toes Down. Better yet, 10 Toes Down at Hassan. Because Hassan ain't really go at 10. He went in the beginning, so the video was talking his talk. I'm not going to say he said nothing. But then when 10 Toes Down went, I ain't hear him. Then he came back, tried to bang on the 050 China Brim, tried to bang on the homie. And the other two, Saladin and Harlem Legend, you know what I mean? So that was kind of crazy right there. That was kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? He went crazy on him. Yo, son, know what I mean? Yo, you know what I mean? Y'all traitors, y'all ain't. Yo, son, chill, bro. First of all, this is a panel. This is called Clash of the Titans. Everybody must speak. This is supposed to be 10 Toes versus Hassan, but it's Gotti versus Death of a Clout Chaser and a couple of other people banging. I mean, this is what they doing. This is all they little beefs is bringing in the culmination of it. So even when 10 Toes, Bullets Gotti was trying to get into the 10 Toes Down situation and say, yo, nah, man, I got something to say, babe. He was like, nah, chill. China was like saying, nah, son, chill. Hold up. Wait, hold up. So that they could go. Hassan didn't even come back saying nothing about it. He made it about something else. 05, 050. He kicked him off the chat, kicked Hassan off, all type of shit. It went crazy. This stream though started off with Golden Beauty. Salute to Golden Beauty. Salute to Golden. She on the move, going back to Sacktown, going back to Sacramento, going back to the West Coast. She said she leaving Texas. I don't know if she's going back. It don't look like she boxing her shit up. She out. On the next train, the next plane, she out. She most definitely she was on a plane in this video. And you know, her family's from out there in Sacramento. I didn't know if she was going to another part like Cali and or some other part in out there in Los Angeles or something like that. But it seems like I think from the video we know that she's going to Sacramento. You know, she got her 2 kids with her, things like that. We've been hearing about young Pharoah was arrested. I posted 1 or 2 videos on it. I still don't know the full relevance of this thing, but it seems the way people was posting it that it was actually a real thing, that he was arrested for terroristic threats. I didn't want to go into like the paperwork of it and all of those types of things like that. I don't really wish for jail and things like that for people, but you know, he was doing a lot of crazy stuff. He was most definitely. A lot of people thought that it was all for YouTube. Thought that, you know, it was for entertainment and things like that, and that Golden and him is doing this big game. But a lot of times I just didn't see it as the game, even though some of it might be that. I just didn't see. I think it's the real things covered up by it being a game so that it won't be taken serious or literal. That's what I think it is. You know what I mean? So that's what I always assess the situation as. I assess young Pharoah to be very emotional and make a lot of emotional decisions, even though you say he's very smart and he's one of the greatest intellectuals. I'm not taking away from his smarts, but if you're really smart, you don't get yourself in situations like this one that can be very, very avoided. We seen him make a lot of wrong steps. You be seeing Golden going through abuses, her saying that she was hit, she was dragged, she was kicked in her head, all type of stuff like that. People like, no, she lying. You know what I'm saying? Then he come and make a video, nah, son, I drug her like this. And I had the camera like this. I'm calm. I'm like, how you calm to talk about you dragging somebody?
Oh, no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
What are you talking about? That's crazy. I never seen nobody get drag calm. That's first things first. But yeah. So we seen a lot of those things going on, man. We watched that going on. We watched This is what made me something that made me really say this situation wasn't really a joke. When he started weaponizing against her parents, talking about her parents beat her and this and that and all of that type of stuff. Come on, man. These are parents, man. These are grown people, man. How old is she? She's 25. Her parents got to be at least 40 something. Right? Like 40 something years old. Right? Could be a little bit younger. But I'm just saying, though, she's 25 years old. Right? Her parents is 40 something years old. Right? They in their own range. They not young Pharoah age. They not. Young Pharoah's like 28. You know what I mean? Why are you bringing up her moms and them and all that and talking about they're abusive to her? Then he went into talking about her sex life, her preferences, and all of this other shit that he was doing, what they was doing, all types of. So when you go into stuff like that, again, that's not no joke because you're trying to demean me, you're trying to bring me down and try to make me less valuable to other people, thinking like I'm somebody else or I'm something else. Oh, I'm smoking weed, I'm dealing with women, man, all that. Yeah, you're trying to tarnish my image. Basically, you're trying to tarnish my shit. Facts. Right? So it got mad situation like that. We watched that culminate. We see the whole thing just spin out of control. He in the bed one day, got the grips. He bugging. You know what I mean? It's going to be crazy in here. He laying down on the pillow. He bugging. Nah, I'm telling you, son, it's going to be, everybody going to be dead. I'm telling you. Word. Ah. You know how he be going. Ah. You know how he be going. You know I'm not joking. You know how he be going. He had the gun like this, bugging. In the bed. This way before the straps in the garage. This is months ago. Had the grips in the bed. Nah, man, I'm going over there, man. I'm going to see her, man. I don't know if he was beefing with Steve. I think he was beefing with Steve this time too. Nah, I'm going to see Steve. Like, who the hell is Steve? I'm like, who is Steve he beefing with? People in my chat sending me all of this stuff. You don't see what's going on, brother? He on Steve. They wilding. I'm like, Steve? Who the hell is Steve? Come to find out, Steve is the guy from the massage class. Come on, bro. You gonna kill a guy from the massage class? Come on, brother. Come on. What are we doing? He went on a trip. This is when I got onto the Steve energy, the whole thing I had with Steve. He went on a trip supposedly somewhere, and was beefing, talking about Steve when he got there too. Talking about, nah, when I get back to the city, I'm going to check Steve, bitch ass. I'm telling you, I'm going to pull up on Steve. And if you see Steve, I want y'all to pop on Steve, jump him. If y'all see her, jump her, stump her. I'm like, yo, what's the point? And in first breath, he'd be like, yo, I don't hit building. You know, I don't hit women. But I will bust her ass. I will beat her. I will stomp her. I will kick her. I will do. You be like, nah, son, you got to be abusive, man. Stop the bullshit, bro. Nobody that's not abusive, don't say that shit in the same breath. I mean, right after he say, go into any time he says it. Right after he say he don't hit women, or right before it, or after. Sometimes he say before, after. Anytime he say, and I don't hit women. If you say it first, I will boss her, but I don't hit women. Or you say, I don't hit women, but I will stomp her. I should have stomped her. I should have kicked her. I should have. That shit crazy. You know, a lot of people wanted her to get out the situation. She got out in a sense because she was kicked out, whatever. But, you know, I think that's what got a lot of people to love it and love her. I mean, in a sense that she was out there doing her thing. She got her 2 kids. I think that gave a lot of women, not just young women, but older women too, hope. You know, I had it, you know, they was all here coming to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? We've get somewhere else on our channel. And, you know, so it's going to be bringing a lot of new energy to our channel. But, you know, at those times when I was covering those things, I got a chance to meet a lot of you, have great conversations with you. And I appreciate all of y'all, you know what I mean? Because you all were a part of helping build one community, you know what I'm saying? And I can never take that back from y'all, regardless if you like me, love me or not. You know what I mean? I'll always be indebted to everybody, you know what I mean, who helped us to grow and who helped us to grow as fast as we've grown. You know what I'm saying? So I'll never have no disdain for nobody. And I'll never put my personal feelings, you know what I'm saying, against the whole and us as a group. You know, when it comes to decisions and when it comes to getting over stuff or anything that we go through, especially here on YouTube. You know what I mean? Here on YouTube is nothing that we really can't get over and things like that. That's how I think. Depends on how people go too far. I don't know. Certain people have done certain things, so I don't know. When you start doxing and doing certain things like that, you may not come back. And one individual, especially besides a couple, they've been doing that. So I'm not rocking with them. CCC and all of those people, that's what they did. They tried to dox me. They did actually dox me. They doxed my information, which I don't care. Do that if y'all want. But that's the same game that they was talking about other people was doing. CCC was blaming, what's her name? Rassam Bengali. And people like that. Oh, she doxed this person and all of that. But they got together. Octavius, CCC, Angie, Niqua, all of them over there got together in a wholesome to go about doxing me. Thank you. Y'all not really trying to solve no real crimes out here. Y'all trying to dox me. Well, thank fucking you. After I helped you. Well, thank fucking you. Thank you. You'll forever be ops, and I'll ever keep my proverbial knee on the proverbial necks of my ops forever and ever, never. So I will not change my mind on that one. Yeah. So most definitely to the fake one. You know exactly who you are. Yeah, most definitely foot on your neck. You doxed me. You still running around panels trying to act like you ain't do what you did. You did a bunch of, can't call you a woman because women are strong. Just a bunch of beta stuff you did. Yeah, still gonna keep the foot on your neck forever and ever and ever. I'm gonna continue to grow. I have not lost a subscriber yet. So I'm still growing. So all this other dumb shit you're talking about, it's not gonna help. I'm gonna make sure everybody understands exactly what I'm dealing with on that side right there. I did a bunch of devil stuff to me. Played with my chat, played with this, did all this devil stuff you did, but you're not gonna win. Trust me, you're not gonna win. Trust me. Because what you do to people is what you get done to you. And if you read in them scriptures you say you reading, fake Israelite. If you read in them scriptures you say you reading, fake Israelite. I'm talking to one specific fake Israelite. That's it. If you're reading them scriptures you're reading, you better go read the part that talks about what you did. You don't know what you did? The Most High ain't revealed it to you yet what you've done? How you have transgressed? against your own brother and sister? Oh, got you. You already know the vibe though, man. Shout out to all the real ones out here. You already know this is Real Ones on my new album. Shout out to Destiny Mariah. She featured on this record. Go check out Destiny Mariah. I'm going to have an interview with her soon, man. She lit. She got records with Ryan Leslie, so many people. BET, man. Listen, man. My interviews is crazy that's coming up right now. I want to who's going to do it like me? Y'all going to do interviews like I got? Stop lying. Stop. I was going to do all my interviews from 3 subscribers. But I knew it didn't get no views. I wanted to wait.
She let me do me. Let me roll.
Shout out to all the real ones. You already know. Shout out to my ladies. Shout out to the queens. You already know the vibe. Uda.
She let them wear the crown. She got my back. She hold it down. Right by my side. Never slow me down. Always pick me up whenever they throw me down. Been through the lies. Got her crying now. She still believe me. And I'm lying now. She be inside. She ain't holding around. And she ain't got a bad name all through the town. Every day I love you more, I had to tell you now. And then I'll prove it to you. Just let me show you how. Real ones, my real one. If you ever had a real one, hands up if you're a real one. This one goes out to my real ones, my real ones. Real ones, my real ones. If you ever had a real one, hands up if you're a real one. This one goes out to my real ones, my real one. She been through, her family hating, the women calling, and she still waiting. Thinking of marriage, but she don't want to chase it. She ready when you ready, a true test of her patience. Love that you show can't replace it. My Trinity in this matrix, you just a regular. Nothing about you is basic. I be out late, plus the missed calls. You ain't eat right and can't sleep at all. The scary thing is, you won't beef at all. You got this feeling in your stomach, you can't keep it off. I guess it's women's intuition. I know it's late night and I've been missing. But listen, baby, I'ma make an honest woman out you. I'ma get that wedding ring. I'ma show you better things. No talk, just show, no let them in. We got haters from the door, you can let them in. My sweetheart, like I gave you my letterman. Hope you get with this letterman. You a real one.
What's love got to do with it, baby? What's love got to do with it, baby? If I was your girl, it's never worth my man. If I was your girl, cause you were my man. I'll give you all, love you. What's love got to do with it, baby? What's love got to do with it, baby? If I was your girl, and you were my man, I'll give you all.
Salute to everybody. One love, one voice, one community. Make sure you subscribe in the Uda Block, OOTABLOKK. Make sure y'all subscribing to one community, turning the notification bells on. The rain always come in a relationship, right? Make you want to break up, right? Black love is golden. All love is golden. Make sure y'all subscribing to Cartoon Cat. We got a dope live that's coming up tomorrow. You already know. She bad. She got a bag. So why is she single? It's a dope conversation that I look forward to having. Open panel. It's going to be a dual live stream. We are dual streaming. Cartoon Cat and I are dual streaming. So this stream is going to be on Cartoon Cat's channel tomorrow. And it will be on One Community, as well as multiple other channels, Facebook pages, Twitches, Periscopes, and all types of other stuff. So salute to that. Salute to all of y'all. Salute to Empress on the pull-up. Salute to Zion Movements. Empress said, been a minute. What happened? You disowned me? And I'm joking. Nah, salute to everybody, man. Salute to y'all, man. I appreciate all y'all love. Yeah, I had to unmod a lot of people. Yeah, I'm going to go back modding people. I just have to make sure, because certain people's in my chats and doing different things like that, because they the one that told me all the things they could do. So I already know it's them that did it. Yeah, they devils. We already know sound effect incoming. We know they forever been on some.
Oh, no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
You already know the vibe, man, but we're going to continue to climb. We're going to continue to rise, man. So salute to everybody on the pull-up. We're going to be back again with another joint. Remember, everybody go and hit the reminders. There's one on Cartoon Cat's channel, and it's one on One Community as well. Right here, hit the reminder right here on One Community for the panel that's going to be part tomorrow. I'm probably going to do another panel in the night. I might set that up tomorrow, but go and hit that. She's bad. She got a bag. Why is she single? I need my women coming up and talking. I need the men. I need us both talking about the situation. I know the women are going to come up and talk. I know that the women are going to come up and talk, but I look forward to the men too as well, man, and us building on the situations. And I look forward to having some panels that's also driven towards the men and the women, and we're going to be moving it around. So we're not keeping it aimed on the women. We're not going to keep it aimed on the men over here. We're always going to move it around, but I know that my war is not against the women. My war is really not against nobody, but my fight is with our men and against our men. If I am going to fight, we're fighting with men. I'm not with fighting with women. You know what I'm saying? So women going to be saying a bunch of stuff and a bunch of shit. Nigga, get, I'm good. As far as the men, that's how I come from. That's where I come from. And I just want to see what I can do to help us as men get our men together. You know what I'm saying? So that we could be better as a people. And once we get our men together, I think everything in the dominoes is going to start falling into place, man. So salute to everybody, man. Just know the vibe is one love, one voice, one community. We got to continue to keep lifting our voices and unify our voices on commonalities, understanding that we are similar in so many ways, not just skin tone or skin colors, and just that we're human, that we're really affected by certain ills of life and different things that's affecting us as a people on a local scale community, as a global community. We are affected on so many different fronts. So I think just us coming together, not just to form kumbaya, but just for us to identify with certain situations and go about stopping certain things from happening to us, you know, because I was told, and I've been doing a lot of research and things like that, and they said, you know, if the black and brown peoples, if you identify them as those, you know, would identify each other and come together, that would end what they deem white supremacy to be. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's something bigger than just, you know, a psychological thing, it's also a physical thing too. But what constructs or what confines can a person hold you to that we don't believe in? You know what I'm saying? People could trap your body, they could lock your mind, they could lock your body, they could trap your mind, they could kill you. But at the end of the day, what can you really do to me? You know what I'm saying? What could they really do? You know what I'm saying? Is what do you have? You know what I mean? We come from a place where people died with honor. You know what I mean? If you didn't die with honor or you didn't give yourself for the city and the kingdom, then some people fell on their own swords and killed their own selves because they believed in honor that much. So we got to have some honor, not just to be dying and falling on swords and kill each other. I'm not saying that, but just to have some value and some honor, because to live for something is to die for it. In the same breath, if you living for it, you should be ready to die for it in the same breath. And I think that a lot of our men, they doing this, they doing that. And a lot of people are not willing to go to jail or willing to die for their families, for this, for that, for anything that they believe in. But they point a lot of fingers at a lot of other things. You know what I'm saying? So I think like even having kids, the point of you having kids, you like, you ready to do anything. I'm ready to die right now. You ready to give your life, not just money. You're ready to literally give your life so that they can go on. So it comes down to stuff like that. You know what I mean? So that's just like the proof that's in the pudding of that. Hopefully you never get put to the test because you already know what the answers are, the choice going to be. But at the end of the day, it comes down to things like that, man. So salute to everybody that's thinking of something besides themselves. Salute to everybody that's, you know what I mean, each one's trying to reach one, not just teach one. Because in this time right now, a lot of people don't want to learn nothing. You know what I mean? People don't want to learn. You know what I'm saying? So I feel each one just got to reach one, man. If it's somebody that you know you can reach, you know what I mean? Especially if it's a young person, man, try to reach out to them, try to reach them, try to put them in a position, try to link them with something. That's why my brothers and I created a brand called Don't Hide the Plug, because we're not hiding the plug, and I don't want to hide the plug. I've been linking everybody in YouTube, helping everywhere I've been, helping everywhere I've gone, being a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Not just talking, not just coming in YouTube and asking for people to do things for me, give me money, give me cash ads, do this, do that, do nothing. I ain't asked somebody to do shit for me. So anybody lied on me if they said that. They lying. Because ain't nobody give me shit. I didn't ask nobody to do nothing. So the people that are not doing things for me now, like Phil, that be giving me my little super chats, and a couple of people, Barbie, Tina, That's the only 2 people that gave me a super chat. Like facts. So I mean, like, I'm not stressing nothing like that. You know what I mean? But salute to them though. That's a fact. Stop the music. The hell? Shit. Salute to them. You know what I mean? Because I did a lot of great things for people. But people are always gonna find some way to try to bring you down. But when they look around, they're gonna say, damn, how much things you really done to help people? Because I did all the things you did, plus more. I help people to monetize. I help people with their channels. I help them. Da, 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 da. So what did you really do? So when people start looking around, they're going like, it's better to chill over there with one community. Because he's really unbiased. He really allows people to have their own voice. He really is not trying to bully nobody. He's really helpful. He's really not driven by money because he can help us for fucking free as well as being paid for his shit. Yes. So we must understand things like that because they're simple, but they mean a lot. They mean a lot. A lot of people didn't know about these things, old lace screens and shit like that. They got YouTube channel shit is bare naked. I came on helping people to show people how we work these fucking programs, man. What's wrong with people? Many people learned how to do this shit from me. They didn't have those shits. What are you talking about? It's so much bigger than just a fucking overlay screen. I'm showing you how these goddamn programs work and how you can build a goddamn channel and do things on a different level. I didn't keep things to myself. I could be working on everything I want to do. I create my own shit, my own graphics, my own computer graphic designs, my own music beats. Every goddamn thing you listen to out of this channel is mine. What are you talking about? I do everything. So before people get with something that do that, help that, right? Because that's actually helping you as well, physically and subconsciously helping you, right? They rather go about trying to bring that down. They rather go about pushing narratives that you look back in your own goddamn head would never make no sense to you. It'll never make no sense. You know I'm not a behind the screen nigga. Peekaboo. Facts. It'll never make no sense. Listen, man, people read the scriptures. I heard what they did to Jesus and a bunch of other people. I ain't new. Whatever. But I know that what we got to do is link. What we got to do is help each other to build, win. And that's what it's all about, man. It's not about nothing else, man. It's too late in the game. It's fourth quarter, man. You trying to do some other shit, you playing. If you're trying to do some other shit, you're playing. It's too late. It's too late. Most definitely too late in the fourth quarter for the bullshit, man. Salute to everybody that's real, man. Salute to the real ones, man. That's why I played this song, Real Ones, man. Salute to you. If you're still a real one. World full of fake people a lot of times, changing you, make you not want to be real no more, get nobody shit, do nothing for nobody. So salute to you if you still doing stuff for people, holding it down. After I came from the goddamn drug game, everybody shady, grimy, ain't nobody do shit for nobody think I just came in like y'all kumbaya, like y'all gonna be nice. No. Never thought that. Wake up. Wake up. I came from cooking up crack cocaine. Stop fucking playing with me and thinking small, man. Stop thinking small. Stop. Think bigger. Think bigger. Stop. And stop looking at someone and judging them for their book, man. Stop judging them for the outside thing, man. Because I came here like this. And my name is Uda. And that's a real fucking truth. I'm not joking with you. Ask anybody that knows me. It's a fact, son. So I'm not no pushover. I'm not any of those things. I'm actually a very serious person and very bugged out at times when I want to be. Yes, that's true. But all my friends and family understand that. I understand that. I just that I gotta show a couple of you YouTube motherfuckers the same goddamn thing. Because everybody in my life walked goddamn by me if they had a problem with me in the past. They walk right by like they walk on by. They walk right the fuck on by me. And you will be the same goddamn way because that's how my life feels comfortable to me. So I'll go out my way to make sure all of you feel that same way. Okay? So if that means that y'all don't get sleep, I'll make sure of that because that's how I deal in the streets. You will get no sleep because I'm going to get sleep and I'm going to be sleeping like that baby on Facebook. When you sleep with nobody cheating on you, I'm going to be sleeping like that baby on Facebook because that's how I sleep. I'm going to tell you, son, somebody not going to be getting sleep and it's not going to be me. I'm telling you, I'm going to get sleep. So I'm going to make sure I'm on your kufi, on your neck to make sure that the feeling is mutual and it's understood. Trust me, it's not a joke. Make sure you're going to check out www.don'thidetheplug.com, man. You know the vibes, man.
Video is sponsored by our first ever sponsor, Don't Hide the Plug. Don't Hide the Plug is an apparel company co-founded by two brothers from Flatbush, Tafari and Rossi Harper. Now, these two black brothers have created an amazing, inspiring, high-quality brand. Now, you see on Infominds, a lot of our content is New York-based. We love New York, so it's only fitting that we partner up with a New York-based brand, Don't Hide the Plug. Now, they got some fire fitted hats, hoodies, T-shirts, and I'm feeling the old New York design with the bridge logo. They got the clout joints, the dad hats, and you can also have them delivered to you in the resealable merch by the pound bags, too. Now, mind you, they might be New York-based, but their apparel is for everyone, whether you're from New York, Miami, Texas, Chicago. It's a grassroots movement. Get in tune. And they offer free shipping on all domestic orders of $75 or more. But if you enter the exclusive Infominds promo code, you'll get an additional 10% off at checkout. You already know I ordered my package. My package is on its way. So I'll be wearing and showcasing the Don't Hide the